right, so I wanted to make a video to talk about what you need to know about Emerald Coast Dragway for clutch kickers. If you're planning on coming down here, you've never been. It's a really unique place. It's pretty cool. It's a small drag strip, like a quarter mile, or it's an 1/8 mile drag strip that they've done some drifting stuff in. The track owner, his son does drifting, and so they've invested in drifting here. That's awesome. Super cool environment, just rad people, right? So let's kind of talk about the facility a little bit. We'll start here. These are the pits, okay? So that's my trailer. My truck is parked over there. There's 3 different pit lanes and 3 different roads and 4, like 1, 2, 3, 4 grassy areas to park. Now, it gets a little tricky when you've got a truck and a trailer trying to park your trailer and pull your truck out. So if you're coming down and you've got a big trailer and you want to park closer to the track or something, get here as early as possible. Get here on Friday, drop your stuff off instead of loading in on Saturday morning. It does get a little, when it rains, it does get a little muddy through here. So you want to back your trailer up to where you've got the door right at the edge of the pavement. They actually had to add more dirt down here because it was so washed out from the rain yesterday. If you've got an open trailer, you're actually supposed to park back there. To get to the pits, you actually have to drive down the drag strip a little bit with how things are laid out here. So here's the drag strip. You drive down the left lane of the drag strip and then loop back that way and in. Pick your spot, make sure it's someplace that your truck and trailer can turn around, because that's one thing that I wasn't really accounting for and I almost got stuck. But people are nice, they'll spot you when you're backing in, it's whatever. Clutch Kickers pretty much always has somebody on site doing tires. Gulf Coast Mobile Tire, on-site tire and rim repair. They're changing tires this weekend, 10 bucks a tire, plus $2 to carry off your dead tires, your scabs if you want them to. Pretty affordable, that's pretty great. This is the track over here. I'll flash to the full walk around in a minute, but just so you get an idea, the track surface is kind of bumpy. It's not terrible, but it's something you definitely have to get used to. You might be able to see it here. See how bumpy it is. The track definitely has some rough spots. It's not terrible, but it's enough that you should be prepared for it. It's not a perfect surface, because what they did is they took, you know, these pit lanes and the pit roads, and then they added a drift track in between them down here at the end. So kind of neat. That's how they set it up. Good use of the property. Spectating is pretty much, I mean, you see all the tents. Spectating is all down around here. Judges Tower is here. This is kind of the main corner. So Judge here, you can spectate here, all the way around there, all the way around here. Really great. You're up close. You're close to the action. Pits do have some power in certain areas, so you should bring a generator if you need power, but there are outlets in random locations that may or may not have power. All right, let's flash to the track walk around. So I don't think it's going to, my camera's going to capture this, but this is actually a downhill right here. An ever so slight downhill. So this is the start line, right? You start under the tents, you accelerate down. You got this extra little paving here so you can whip it in. Wow, yeah, I feel like on Assetto Corsa it's like totally flat, and this is definitely, we got downhill, a little bit uphill over there, so a little bit of elevation change. Not a lot, but a little bit. So yeah, these must be the 1, 2, 3 initiation cones here. I'm really only just gonna like probably tickle third and then huck it, and then downshift like immediately after hucking it. It's got a little bit of a curbing here too, so ooh, it's cracking. Ooh, okay, don't hit that. Yeah, that'll shred a tire real quick. Well, this is pretty straight. It's not like Rockingham that's got a false start. The false start is right here, right? You've got this little kink at the beginning, and then it's straight for a little bit longer, and then actually into the corner. So you're gonna huck it. They're saying we're talking to Michael Ferrigno, I said aim, I think, at this road here, right? And that's the start of the first outer zone. So this whole thing is an outer zone, which should be okay. A lot of people are going off right here, as you can see. So try not to go off. Try to stay on the track. You got a little bit of a curb here, so that'll help bump you, keep you on the track. I drive this on a Assetto Corsa, and this is the part that I was having a hard time with, is after the outer zone, you've got this inner clip here, right? And to get to it, because this is the outer zone, you like tap your brakes to dive in to hit the inner clip. And I think it looks like it's supposed to be right here, because that's where the square is painted. So you've got an inner clip right here, and then you flip back for the touch and go with this wall. It's almost set up like it's an outer zone, but I think they're saying it's a touch and go, and then you've got another zone there and another zone there. So it'll probably be first, second, grab third, huck it, downshift to second, come through, hit the outer zone, stab the brakes, hit the front clip, come back through, on throttle again, hit the touch and go. It's gonna push you cross track to the next outer zone. Ooh, looks like some people were taking the wrong line here. That's deep mud too. Ooh. So gotta be careful of that. Hit the next outer zone, which is right here by the judges tower, right? So the judges tower is right there. So I don't know where the other outer zone cone is gonna be, I forget. And you've got this whole area here to fill. It's muddy. Muddy, 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 muddy. Judges tower is right there. Come back through around this way. So I think that's supposed to be an outer zone by the judges tower. I actually don't know how far it extends.
I think
this whole thing is an outer zone. Man, that's a long outer. Wild. I don't know.
I feel like that's how it's marked on Assetto, that this is the whole outer.
That could be. The whole thing is an outer zone. That'll be interesting. And then I really like this outer zone on Assetto. This next one. This one's a lot of fun. I don't know. On Assetto, they've got lines painted.
Yeah.
I really like when they paint lines or use chalk mark or something in the outer zones or by the clips, so you can kind of shoot for proximity more than just thinking about I'm gonna get close to that clip, that cone. But this outer zone is a lot of fun too. Like, these corners are a pretty good radius to be able to carry all the way through. So there's a cone here. I feel like it's this whole thing all the way to the end, and then you shut down. You loop back here, and then these two cones are the shutdown. A question that my wife always asks about is, what's the bathrooms like? Well, there's a lot of porta potties, but there's also an actual bathroom down there by the concession stand. So we're gonna go down there. Here is the track bathrooms by the concession stand. So you have the porta potties and you've got these. Here you can get a burger, hot dog, fries, all that stuff. Pretty typical track concessions. Pretty decent though. I had a burger from them yesterday, a bacon burger, and it's pretty good. Of course, they've always got vendors out here, so we got Dippin' Dots, we got T-Mobile, Klutch Kickers tent there, with Klutch Kickers merch, Fun Haver merch. So Fun Haver, they came down with one of the drivers this weekend, so super cool. They're out here setting up the tent, a booth. Man, check out this Supra. That is super clean. Lots of carbon fiber and polished bits. Beautiful. Here you can be right next to the entry. Spectating here, fantastic. Like, You've got all this area that you can be up close to the action. It's far enough away, they've got barriers, so it's safe. But the cars just run right here in front of you, which is something that is pretty typical of most drift tracks, but it's nice to have it. Plus, you can park right over there, carry your tent in, sit down your chair, and you're right here checking out the action. So yeah, plenty of vendors, great spectating. Track is a little bumpy, track is super technical, track layout is wild with all these outer zones. You drive tons of steering angle. You know, I love it. I thought this was fantastic. This is a great weekend. I learned a lot as a driver. Definitely a different style of driving than I'm used to. But all in all, it's a pretty sweet place. What will make it perfect, in my opinion, is if they smooth out some of the bumps, but I know that's hard with, this is a very sandy ground, so being here in Florida, the ground kind of shifts a little bit, so they all end up having to fix some of the potholes and other things. There's a bunch of patches on track, but yeah, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth a trip.